people just don't talk about it. White women and white men have had their little gripe for years. And that white girl, we're gonna keep it 100. That white girl has always been jealous of the white dude being able to get some black coochie from here and there. So she's like, hey, we in this thing together. Why can't I go get some bed buck from time to time? I want some bed buck. You get to do it. And when he saw her going to get that thing, he said, oh, kill the witch, burn the witch. That's what he did.
No, he said lynch the nigger. He didn't burn the witch because white supremacy is a mom and pop operation. Dumb black dudes who think with their dicks think that white supremacy is just white men. And also black women who think that they somehow have a special in with white women because they have vaginas in common, that they're somehow allies. But white supremacy is a mom and pop situation. And black American freedom has been mom and pop. And everything is mom and pop that ever was.
Well, I'll tell you what, sir. Salem witch trials.
Agreed.
When you look at the situation with the Salem witch trials, there was some witches getting some long stroking. And
But they were getting white long stroking, not black.
At the cross, they was getting rotisserie. That's what they was getting.
No, he had them on a rotisserie.
That's what I'm talking about. He got them on a rotisserie.
Can you imagine someone on a rotisserie with their tongue out and they're reeling the women around?
Right. Now,
the Salem witch trials.
That's what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm saying here. We are looking at a situation.
Welcome to all of you that are getting here. It took me this long to get in the stream.
It's not even about asking yourselves. This is the evidence right here. This clip is the evidence, y'all. Who's the one passing it? And when you got a bunch of old hags saying, "You go, girl," to the young John, that tell you everything you need to know. It's not a mystery.
And let me add.
Go ahead, brother Back.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Now let me add what she told me.
I'm on StreamYard now. It took all this time.
And initially, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. My thing was burning, and I thought it was just because I was eating a lot of garlic and onions. Things with a little bit more acidity. Then I was like, nah, this ain't right. So I went to the school council.
That wasn't no garlic, man.
And
fire, dun dun dun. Fire. The way you walk and talk.
You know what I'm saying? Not even a bucket of ice cream would cool that thing now.
Got me yearning, got me burning. Got me yearning, got me burning.
It happened to all of us, nephew. Don't feel bad. It happened to all of us, man.
For sure.
It happened to all of us, nephew. Don't feel bad, man. When I was growing up, my dad used to always warn me about some shit called bullhead clap. My dad used to always say, boy, be careful, boy, because the women out there so nasty, you'll get that bullhead clap and you'll be done.
Oh, hey, Chef C.
I didn't even know.
Spread the blame
evenly. That's right. And sister, my Wazi, remember the Ohio players who were all hoes? Now we want to fire. Fire. The way you walk and talk really send me on the boulevard right now. Yes, it does. Okay, and so what? Fire. I mean, but and let me tell you something. We're only talking about the vagina, but now these days, as we glorified, the lowly asshole has now climbed to the pinnacle.
Exactly.
So now we've got all this anal cancer. That's something that a woman, unless she's using a sex toy, she had to get from a dude, at least initially, unless it's a stud that's got in their mouth. And so you got all of these people.
Brother Storm, they are eating ass nowadays.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, like it's a bucket of chicken.
Like it's that like, sounds like a bunch of fudge packing too. That sounds like a bunch of fudge packing.
I'm saying that, but remember, Farrah Fawcett got that cancer up her ass. So a lot of people are getting cancer in the behind because now this new sexuality has made the anus a new vagina. There are even women I know who insist that dudes boink them in the behind. These women, they've gone from being wide receivers to tight ends. This, what is going on? Damn it.
Indeed, Dr. Short, and I'll do you one better. Not only are they doing the Hershey Highway out here and peanut butter squats, they are also, you know what I'm saying, because they're messing with all these down low men, as well as even some of these women are stooping as low as knowing that these men are bisexual and are gay and love chasing after them.
But the women are bisexual too. The women are bisexual too. Look.
Indeed.
So look, a whole lot. I had a woman, one of my dear sisters who's got Ghanaian parents, was complaining to me about all the gay women here in DC. I mean, this is carpet munching central. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, there's so much carpet munched here. I'm surprised anybody has problems with cavities because everybody's teeth should be flossed many times over.
Very flossed.
When I see a woman in a dental office, I think she might be straight.
Shag rug specialty. Especially, look at all your athletic teams.
Oh my God, those women basketball players.
Women.
Dr. Short, you are so wrong. You are so wrong. They get automatic flossing.
Women, they are forced and bullied into being corporate munchers or ostracized or pushed out the game.
But they do that in the Divine Swine. Lesbians are in the army. These pseudo alpha females are everywhere. And now I'm going to jump in black men's asses. I'm so sick and tired of black men. So sick and tired of pathetic black men celebrating unfeminine black women. And also celebrating lesbianism because they figure, you know what? You could screw a lesbian. She's not going to ask you to marry her.
Speak on it.
So a whole bunch
of
black men are the biggest incubators of this despicable behavior by not setting standards, by not being against, by treating every pussy as if it's sacred. It may have started out that way, but it's like driving a car off the lot. Now, if you smash the windshield and take out the catalytic converter, who's going to really want that car? So, but I'm telling you, these brothers celebrate studs, celebrate them. And a whole bunch of dudes who think being a human dildo to a woman is a relationship. And see, these studs a lot of studs mess with men. You can be a dick in their life, but you cannot be a man in their life. And so a lot of studs have a disease because they're very promiscuous. They run through a lot of women. They run through a lot of men. They go back and forth. I used to see this where woman 1 week, if the man does everything she says, she's in love with men. If even one thing happens that makes her mad, she's with women. Go back and forth, pinging, trying to just get full advantage. These women go back and forth. And by the way, so to me, it is a choice. It is a choice. So we have to stop celebrating studs. They're the ones in the schools fucking up the kids. They're the ones in Child and Family Services. The studs are a subversive fifth column destroying Black America. And in fact, they should be as reviled as a fruit booty male. As long as we only get upset if it's a male with the fruit booty. But a stud can walk around literally with with pubic hair embedded in her tongue, and people say, well, she's all right. It's ridiculous. It's like that's a grinder. I wish she had stayed in Russia. I wish Putin would come to America and take all of our studs away, take all their asses to Russia. Since they want to be men, let them do manly work, and pretend like they don't have a muscle and don't give them feminine products. Just let them be men. Try it.
Doc, if I may interject for a moment, because I have to, get back in here and do what I do. I will say this. When we were talking about all the anal activity, and the fact that when they allow that to happen, men literally, prostate literally gets rubber bandized. They don't understand that they will be wearing diapers, and the women vaginal area, they totally prolapse, like totally drop out of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and do you know that they can't treat a woman? Women who get their sphincter muscle blown out, they're more likely to die if they try to do surgery to tighten it up. You know that song, "Doing the Tighten Up," right, by the Dells. Well, it's harder to tighten up a woman's asshole than a man's asshole.
You have to leave all my favorite songs alone.
Okay, well, no, I'm just trying to have fun with this. Look, what happens, sister, is that the women can die from the anal sex more so than men. And then the other thing is that the other thing that's really terrible is that, well, actually, let's talk about the good thing. The good thing we need to know is if we decide, anybody that's trying to make some money, you want to do a safe investment where you're going to see your stock dividends, invest in Depends, because there are so many people getting their asses blown out that there's going to be, you'll always make, your stock is probably splitting like the assholes every other week. Invest in Depends as long as this society is in this downward spiral. But I'm going to say something else about assholes. And people need to understand that just at the same time that COVID was coming out, early 2020, when they started talking about it, they were beginning to talk about anal cancer in the Black community. And then all of a sudden they stopped. They stopped in about February of 2020. For all the dumbass Black men out there that think that their ass is going to ever compete with a pussy, that's like thinking a turtle would be able to outrun Jesse Owens in the Olympics. But, the turtle can try. It may make it around the track. Look, Black men are more likely to die from having cancer up the ass than any group of people. Black women come second. We're more likely to die if we engage in that kind of sex than other people. I don't know, it's because Black men have bigger dicks and tear bigger holes with it, but I think we're the original people, and our bodies are made differently where we're less oriented physically to be able to do that. And other people who are, 2.0s or whatever of us, it's easier. White women have a greater chance of survival of the anal cancer than Black men or Black women, or Latino men or Latino women. And white men, of course, they probably work hard to save them. This stuff is deadly, and people are dying. And there is a septic gonorrhea that's down south. It's been around at least 8 to 10 years. You get this gonorrhea, you're gone in a week. A lot of the people that you see dropping dead as young people, it's not necessarily the jab. I believe some of it is that gonorrhea. It comes suddenly, and you can be gone in 2 days, 3 days.
You know where it came from, Dr. Short? Our soldiers inhabit that when they were in the Korean, when they was over there in Vietnam War.
And Korea and everywhere else.
Openly into the into the population now. And that brings me to another venereal disease, which is monkeypox, which started in the underground gay pop scene and clubs in Europe, particularly France and Germany and Russia and England. Yes, sir.
And it's come here.
Like it always does. It starts in PC community, and then they make sure that they bring it hot and slapping into our community,
right?
Because they always send some of their lowly bed wenches,
and it's called chemsex, where there's a combination of drugs they take so they can screw and dance for up to 3-4 days without sleeping. Now, guess what? Both the black women as well as the black men that have to sleep interracially gay with, do you know that they are required to do meth? So now we have a meth epidemic. I know in Southern California and in Florida, you've got Negroes on ice. A lot of them are gay. They get hooked on that because they think they're just going to get to have some white flesh and get a few dollars. And the person says, oh, no, you can't just come here and screw. The word is called party and play. The party is using these very addictive, dangerous drugs, and the play is the screwing. And so this is all up and down the East Coast. I'm telling you, you're going to see a bumper crop of dead, sexually deviant black people all over the country, many of them young, male and female. And see, a lot of sisters want to run with and lay down with Brad. They want to lay down with Thomas Jefferson Jr.
Intersexuality.
Well, fine. But what ultimately happens, you get with them, they want to put little drugs inside. Let me put this up your asshole to keep it loose.
Well, hold on with that. Hold on. This is what I want to do. Let's add this here. Something that needs
with the HIV thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out. All right. This is a clip from a guy that he portrays himself to be heterosexual, but a rapper at that. But he just came out. He said, listen, I'm not gonna play with y'all. This is what it is. So check it out. Mute your mics, y'all. I got echoes.
In the situation though, so look, people who have no clue what we're talking about. So he was a young rising star.
I'll explain it, nigga. So look, check it out. So about like 4-5 years ago, I had relations with a young man, right?
Huh? No, Diddy.
No. This shit ain't no motherfucking joke. This shit is real. Anyway, so it was about like 4-5 years ago, right? So like everybody knew, at least like all my niggas and shit, like they all knew, like, but nobody getting up because like who's up to me? And I was still so everybody was like, like the pictures and shit, they been around type shit. But like as soon as my shit started going viral, I got a name somebody else, a little shorty leaked them. So my brother, so look, no, I mean I wouldn't even trip it though, cause like I said, I ain't really get up for it happened just in time.
Nigga, I ain't know nothing about this.
Now I bring that because I can play the rest of this, but just listening to him is very annoying. You can just hear the ignorance in them. But these are the guys. Again, this guy, he said they leaked the information.
Well, so his asshole leaks.
Well, this is another guy who walks around and portrays himself as a heterosexual male.
But that's why I call it dick hop music.
Correct, sir. And these are the unassuming. I can't even say that women are victims of this illusion of a heterosexual male. But you couldn't tell, and even a dude. Look at the dude that's sitting there. He didn't know he was heterosexual. So now this shit is crazy because this guy goes in and out of coochie to booty on a regular basis. In and out, pause. So this is the situation, and then you're wondering how it's getting transmitted.
Hell no, everybody. Come on, listen.
All right, so you made a decision, right?
Yeah.
So when you made that decision, did you like your experience? Would you do it again?
Hell yeah.
That was a great question.
What? The pussy was in it. What?
I question everybody at that table.
There you
I
go.
question everybody at that table.
Yeah, now it's time to keep it 100. Go there.
I question everybody at that table because of the moment he came out and said he had experienced a little boy, if it wasn't no mic drop Roman and everybody stood the fuck up and been like, what, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Everybody there got excited and they want to hear the story.
No, they want to.
Like they want to hear the graphics and the explicits.
No,
they want to hear how everything went down.
No, Twizzle.
You know what I mean?
They want to screw him. Now
That's
that
disgusting.
now
That's
that
what I'm saying.
now that they know what he
shit.
does, now they want to try it.
Yeah, they all lined up right now. They probably had a party way after that. But like I said, I question everybody there because a real excuse my language, Dr. Short, out of respect for you, but a real motherfucker, real niggas, when they hear something like that, they gonna mic drop, cut everything, jump up like, nigga, what the fuck you say? He'll be lucky if he walk out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's your partner, if that's somebody who you hang with, you can't even trust this dude now. You're going to be looking at this dude sideways now because you don't know if this nigga admire you or deserve you or not. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This nigga got to go.
Exactly.
He got to go. Simple
exactly.
as that.
And something else, brother. So let's be real. There is a move to destroy the morals of the Black American people, like they did with the Hawaiians. Part of how they took the Hawaiians down was with alcohol and gayness. That's how they lost Hawaii, let's be honest. They faggotized those people and they took them down. People need to understand that that is a strategy. In South Africa, the whole mining thing was to homosexualize Black men, to lock them up from women 11 months out of the year. What do you think a man's going to do? You degrade people when you destroy their values, their morals, their culture. You destroy their ability to fight. You want to see a bad army? An army with no discipline, with no rules. Think Black folks are ready for the struggle for reparations? Not the way we are now as a lawless, rogue, out of control people. We deserve it, but in order to get it, we're going to have to be in a position to strong arm it. And we're not there right now. If folk would rather be laid up with people that would infect them instead of getting their motherfucking money, their MFM, then we've already lost everything. We've already lost.
This is why I had to bring this clip up, gentlemen. I had to bring this clip up because, again, like Twiz, you could tell some of them cats got turned on in there.
You heard what he said? Can we hear what he said? How did you like it? Nigga. Man. You might as well just say, nigga, you the same way. It's not nothing about a man that turned on.
Look, they're using hip hop.
When they come out like that.
They're using hip hop and this stuff to destroy us, to promote degeneracy. And they're even using the churches. One good news thing that happened in the last day or two is the entire African affiliate of the United Methodist Church in Ivory Coast has cut off relations with the American United Methodist Church, which has basically said rainbow and fruit booty and skittle and studs is all perfect. God likes it. We're at war for our moral, ethical survival. If you lose your soul, you've lost everything else. These bastards are paid attention to because a lot of people, and particularly younger people, have been told, if you've got money and a big car, you've made it. You can do whatever you want. That's the life that Diddy has been promoting. You can screw all you want. You can screw who you want as much as you want. All they've pushed is hedonism on our people to destroy us. And I would say to anyone, has this happened before? Well, I can point to the Bible. Go back to the book of Daniel 2 and 3 and look at how the Hebrew boys, Black boys, were sent to the university and they wanted to pervert them, how they ate, what they did, what all of that, and they refused. We've been told to just go along to get along with people who hate our guts. Let people who hate you educate your children, be your doctors, all of that. And we wonder why we're in this situation.
Right.
Watch the TV shows that they make. Go to the nail polish and everything that could be used to build us up or invest, we are depleted. And by the way, when your women are in the gutter, your people are in the gutter, which is why I focus on, if Black women are not on the pedestal as the queens of civilization, then Black people are damned. Black American people are damned. If Black women aren't safe, sanctified, and in an exalted position and protected, if we're not doing that for our women, we're nothing. Patriarchy isn't about dogging women. Patriarchy is about protecting and upholding the sanctity of our real sisters, the mothers and the social engineers that create the culture and the home life for future generations. If women are not protected, if women are not revered, if women are diseased, sterilized, murdered, and we accept it, we're a sorry-ass group of men.
Well, you know what, Brother Dr. Short? Again, we are moving closer to listen. We're not moving closer. We're already there, bro. It's full-blown degeneracy on a regular basis. And I can't even... This is why, gentlemen, it is necessary that we begin to take charge and take this shit back, if you understand what I'm talking about. Patriarch Summit, we need y'all in the building, y'all. We need y'all in the building, right? Because a lot of shit, just because you're afraid to get shamed is, right? A lot of shit happens when people don't stand their ground. Okay? This whole everybody can be involved shit, you know, a lot of participation trophy type of lifestyles, it's garbage. So now we got a whole bunch of fuck shit going on. You got kids being taught sex education, quote unquote, instead of financial literacy. They prioritize that, telling these young kids in freaking 8th grade that you need to get a dick in your booty.
Actually, you're being kind. They're teaching people in kindergarten to lubricate their rectums to be penetrated. They're learning oral copulation in kindergarten.
Shit is crazy.
Okay, especially in California and in Massachusetts and in other places, it's already there. I want to also say to everybody, we do need to, and we need to do a part 2. Could we do that Sunday? Could we do a part 2 to this? Because we need to. This needs to go. Because I do know we need to talk about this Donald Trump shit. We just have to.
Yeah.
And this is an example.
I would love to talk about it as well if you have a few minutes, Dr. Short.
Well, we're going into this. Matter of fact, screw that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Breaking news, goddammit, breaking news. Donald J. Trump has just been convicted, quote unquote, of 34 counts of felony. They say he took the bag. He took the bag, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I think, listen, we want to hear from y'all. First and foremost, let's be very clear. Let's make no mistake of it. This is treason by the Democratic Party. I don't care what nobody says. Okay? The first time in history, they have used every piece of apparatus that they had in order to break all the fucking rules. Okay? This is absolute, because they knew it's already seen, it's a landslide. They had no way of winning. So of course they're gonna pull this nonsense. And now there's articles coming out, y'all saying, oh, now with the conviction of Donald J. Trump, funds are now raising for the Biden campaign. Get the hell out of here. Yeah. More bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from y'all in the chat. Brother Short, you got go ahead, Cooks.
I'm going to open it up to other people, but look, this is how dictatorships around the world deal with stuff. This is very obvious. This is what it is. I mean, President Kennedy got extra pussy. Clinton got extra pussy. Lincoln got extra dick from what it said over not far from where I live at the old soldiers' home. Lots of people. Roosevelt got extra pussy. Nixon, he's probably too strange. You know, a lot of people have been hoes in the White House. This is not new. And Trump seems to be the only person that paid for pussy, or at least is alleged to have paid for pussy. And to me, that's a big chunk of money too. I mean, 15,000 would have been high on my end, frankly. You know that these people, this is a rigged jury. They've been doing everything they could to shut Donald Trump down. They want to keep bringing the illegals in, and in particular, they want to get rid of Black Americans. And trust me, Donald Trump having that rally in Bronx the other day with 30 to 40,000 people showed up with almost no notice. God forbid, had they really put money on it, it would have been maybe 250,000 or more people. It would have been the biggest rally this year. It's all these people of all the different races coming behind Trump because they're sick of what the direction the country is taking. Look at how that conviction follows this thing he did in South Bronx. They have to do something. Frankly, they want to kill him. I'm not saying that people have to love Trump, but if you don't understand, the people that are after Trump are after us. It isn't that Trump is our hero, but Trump is the person that seems to be drawing fire onto himself from people who don't like us, even though he's got a bunch of people around him that are definitely not friendly to us. Some are, but a lot are not. But I preferred the way things were with Trump versus what we have with Biden, especially if you had to go grocery shopping or buy gas, or there are illegals harassing you in the stores and everything. Is insane. This country has gone to hell in 3.5 years, and the people don't like it. There are people who want to make America a third world country with the slave type economy, and they're trying to destroy us. And this guy, love him or hate him, is better than what they want us to have. And Trump has a lot of stuff people don't like. It's repellent, all the stuff you can say, but you can't point to outside the Central Park stuff and how dude was renting apartments, right? You can't point to a whole bunch of anti-Black stuff that Trump did. Biden made a career of it. Did I say Donald Trump is French kissing every Black man and woman and every baby? No, I didn't. But we do know that Donald Trump freed way more Black people, and Biden has jailed more Black people than Hitler had Jews in concentration camps. And we voted for Biden's racist ass. Come on. It's alleged that he got pussy.
Right.
It's alleged. You got a dude that admitted stealing tens of thousands of dollars from Donald Trump. And he's the main witness, a man that openly lies and steals and cheats. He's the source. He's the foundation for the case against Trump. To me, when the person perjures himself, that person, he should be on his way to jail, and his testimony should have been thrown out. They did not want to do that. By the way, that little strange one, the one who came after Trump with the $1 billion fine, just got in trouble. They're now questioning he got advice from someone that hated Trump to go after Trump. This is rigged. We're used to dirty justice, or should I say, the just us white folks. Right. Well, when they're treating a white person like he's a nigger, there's something that they don't like, and there's something we stand to benefit from this person that makes them hate him so much.
Talk that talk.
I'm going to stop right there.
Yeah, listen, I got to say this. Well, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want to salute to my brother Next Level in the building for hitting the Cash App. I appreciate you, brother Next Level. Go on the shop on it. Drop the black bomb. Salute, brother Next Level. Salute, brother Next Level. Thank you, sir, for contributing to the platform. always supporting and showing up in the way we need to. Appreciate you, man. But this, I gotta hear from the Negro on this. Brother Negro, are you there, sir? Are you there? Tell me the Negro's in the building. He might have fell off. Okay. Damn, but now, ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. You know that there's a great potential, ladies and gentlemen, that Black Americans, you might get some backlash for this. Okay? Just because of what the illusion of what the Democratic Party represents or rocks with. Okay? Salute to the over 90 plus in the building with us. Black America, keep your head on a swivel, family. Keep your shit on a swivel. All right? We had a lot of niggas for Trump motion going. Salute the cats that was doing that. I'm not a Trump or Biden guy. I don't give a fuck. As long as we got something in America, that's where I stand. However, there are people who aren't smart enough to see the bullshit. And because that Democratic Party has the reputation of quote unquote being for Black American people, there could be potential backlash. This is why I want to hear from my brother Wolf. I need Wolf to come on the stage. Brother Wolf, if you're free, sir, please come to the kitchen and cook. People need to be prepared for what can happen here. However, Donald Trump, 34 counts of felony, right, in finesse money, supposedly. But again, y'all got to also keep in mind that they rolled that raggedy heifer out. They tried to pull a Cosby on him. One of the only white guys we know to date that they try to pull a Cosby on. Okay? A raggedy chick who said he touched her. Right? And then that shit got thrown out. Okay?
He touched her because he thought she was a broom.
Right. I mean, listen, when they start treating a white guy like us, that's gotta tell you everything you need to know, Black America. So again, you need to do what you gotta do. Keep your head on the swivel. I want to read some of this article because this is the latest update, family. So let's go ahead, and then I'm gonna go to my brother Twigs. All right, let's get y'all up to speed. House Majority Leader Steve Skelly RL called today's verdict a defeat of Americans. Hold on, I got a little echo going on. Can we get on mute, everybody? Can we go to mute? See, I got a lot of echo. Okay, here we are. They're saying that this may be some defeat of America because one, y'all know what this looks like for us, and then think about it, what it looks on the global stage, family. Think about what this looks like on the global stage. That there's already water. They're already sniffing that blood in the water. Where my man, Wolf, I need Wolf in the building. They already sniffing the blood in the water. Right? Russia on it, everybody on it. Okay? Now with this finesse that they're trying to pull here, man, it's up. It's up. But anyhow, let's keep reading. Okay? Americans who believe in the critical legal tenet that justice is blind and hip criticism on President Joe Biden, who he said teamed up with District Attorney Alvin Bragg to harm a political opponent, and that's a bubble fact. Okay, let's keep on reading though. This is nothing more than an attempt to interfere with the 2024 election, Kelly said in a statement, adding voters would ultimately settle this on election day. Far as we all seen, family, it's been a fucking landslide throughout the whole country so far. Trump been wiping the floor with this fool. Easy work. Okay? So what you think they gonna pull? But let's keep on reading. Right? House Majority with Tom Emmer, RM, offered a similar assessment writing on X alongside a link to Trump's fundraising page that Americans will release their own verdict this November, and imploring Americans to unite behind the former president. Let's keep on reading then. Republican National Committee Political Director James Blair had a call with all 50 GOP state chairs today after the verdict, according to two sources who were on the call. The sources said Blair basically gave them their marching orders as far as post-verdict talking points and messaging. Okay? This is unjust. This will be good for us. We will win. James Blair just did a call with every state chairman, one of the sources told NBC News. There is a clear message the RNC wants us to convey. It is an unjust witch hunt. We will appeal, and we will win the appeal, guys. We just elected the next president of the United States. Well, that's, it sounds fly and everything. I just look at when I think of stuff, and I'm sure many of you do too. We think of the backlash. We got to consider the backlash, because there are going to be many. The problem we face, family, when people start coming out on some niggas for Trump stuff, okay, or when you have stomped down Democrats that look like us, we kind of get the short end of the stick when you got fuckers like that walking around. Okay, because now people are looking for people to punish.
Okay, now, Chef, I need to say that there's no such group as Niggas for Trump. Niggas for Trump was a ploy that Brother Gibson did to attract attention to what was happening to Trump. The group is called Patriots for Trump or American Patriots for Trump. There's no group called Niggas for Trump. I know the person that started it. And so, no, there's no such group. That was to get people's attention. That was for shock value.
Right. Again, even with the shock value, this is where I'm coming from. Even with shock value, there's targeting that ultimately happens when you have a smaller mind of a person. Mm-hmm. That's the danger in certain things. However, we are dealing with a new type of quote unquote justice or democracy here, ladies and gentlemen. At least for surface level shit. Because as far as I'm concerned, this has always been a dictatorship and people are playing tag. Okay, you're it, you can get to run this shit this time. Matter of fact, you got the next 4 years. That's, it's been dictatorship. However, here, you got some people who are getting very greedy. Okay? This time, the Democrats have gotten very greedy because, family, I want y'all to be aware, while Diddy and all this shit with Diddy has been coming out, right? Or we talking about Busta Rhymes and all this other shit. Well, let me bring something up to speed for you. Just last week, NATO has joined the fight in Russia, which means now, inadvertently, the United States is now at war with Russia. Okay? So while they're telling us to look the other way, these are the fuckboy things that they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And just to kind of expedite things a little bit more for this Democratic Party, they're coming through with the whole they're coming through with the fucking let's put Trump in jail thing. We're dealing with a lot right now, man. We're dealing with a lot. So I just want everybody to be prepared, man. Let me read some more on this. Let me bring my brother Twiz back up. It's getting real. The former president's nieces, Mary Trump, claimed that the Manhattan guilty verdict stunned her uncle and could be a death knell for his political career. All right, that sounds like Cat. He never saw this coming. He never, in a billion years, this would happen, Mary Trump said on her podcast on YouTube. I think this is the death knell. I'm not guaranteeing, of course, but I think that's a reasonable hope at this point. Reasonable hope. Interesting. Trump's niece, a long-time critic of her uncle, also said the MAGA movement suffered a significant blow. Who needs enemies when you got your family? Talk to me, family, in the chat. Who needs enemies when you got your family trying to get you up out the paint? She's the first one on the horn. This is niece. Ain't there some shit here? Wow. So let's keep on going, okay? Once Donald Trump is displaced, once Donald is displaced, MAGA's over, she said. I used to think that Trumpism would survive without Trump. Well, would survive without Trump. I'm not so sure anymore. One, there's nobody to replace him. Two, he's just causing way too much damage to his image. Ain't that some family for you? Let's keep on going, though. Drawing on the cover of the next week's issue of the New Yorker, titled A Man of Conviction, and created by the artist John, showing the former president being handcuffed while wearing his trademark red tie. All right, this is just goofy shit. Nobody cares about that. While Republican office holders are rushing to defend Trump after his conviction, his primary rivals in 2023 and early 2024 warned about the possibility that this would happen in the middle of the general election. If Donald Trump is the nominee, the election will revolve around all these legal issues, his trials, perhaps convictions, if he goes to trial and loses there, and about things like January 6th. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said on a CNN town hall. Nobody, listen. How many of you? I want to touch on that, and then Brother Shaw, I'm gonna go to you. And I hope the knee goes back. But January 6th, ladies and gentlemen, how many of y'all still look at this as an attack on America? I don't look at it that way. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. For the first time in a long time, okay? Like many of y'all, I thought to myself, man, why the hell is there a black guy out there with all those white folks? Why are there Asians out there with all them white folks? I mean, Brother Short, what are you? January 6th, Brother Short. I mean, you know.
Well, I was there at January 6th. I just didn't go in. That's something that was taken off of my YouTube. I went there to observe, and that thing was infiltrated. So we don't really know what happened January 6th. I have video where a bus nearly almost hit and crushed us in the car we were in. These were buses with the windows blacked out. And it's 2 or 3 buses that were escorted by the police all the way down 8th Street and to like 13th or 14th Street and taken out of town. I can put you in touch with the white lady I was in the car with. Those windows were blackened so people couldn't see. There's a lot that we don't know about January 6th, and it's being hidden. And if you recall, that they've been asking questions and people have refused to comply. So I absolutely, I was there. There were people. I had a automatic weapon pointed at me from a rooftop of a government building on the 6th of January. And I wasn't even on the Capitol grounds. They had all the personnel there if they want to snipe or shut that stuff down. But let me remind you, the mayor of Washington, D.C., along with Nancy Pelosi and others, refused. They blocked. Trump literally put an order for there to be National Guardsmen to protect the Capitol. It was refused by the mayor of D.C. They refused it. If you saw the video that I had, my comment about 9:30, 10:30 in the morning on January 6, 2021, the expression I used was thin screw line. Having gone up to the Capitol since I was like 4 years old, I've never seen so few police for an important event in my life. So this doesn't make any sense. There's so few. Even the police looked scared before anything happened. So why didn't the National Guard get to come and help out? Why isn't that repeated more often, that Trump put it in to make certain that the Capitol was protected? Because it takes away the narrative that he's trying to overthrow the government.
There we go. I like that. See again, they gotta die on that sword as him being the quote unquote villain of this whole thing, ladies. Let's read some more though, family. Can we read some more? I think we will. We're going to lose if voters are making a decision based on that. We don't want to be a referendum on these issues. DeSantis defended Trump on X after the verdict and attacked the prosecution in the court as captive to a political agenda. Get the fuck out. Anyway, let me keep reading. In February, former U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley on NBC, there is no way that American people are going to vote for a convicted criminal. Look at their propaganda at its best. You gotta love it, y'all. Let's keep on reading here, though. Okay? Trump's motorcade was seen stuck in traffic on the FDR Drive after it left court in Manhattan following the historic verdicts. Helicopter video from NBC New York showed the vehicle stuck in traffic, which will not be a surprise to the drivers in the Big Apple. The motorcade later arrived at Trump Tower. Okay, so let's keep on reading a little bit more here. See what's happening. Okay, Trump is back at his namesake skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan. He just waved to the crowd and raised his fist in the air. The crowd appeared to be made up of mixed supporters and detractors. Ain't that some shit? Look at this. What company is this? Hold on, let me. I'm gonna go back there, y'all. What company is? NBC with the bullshit. Gotcha, y'all. Gotcha. NBC with the bullshit as usual. You can always count on NBC, right? Anyhow, let's continue reading. Supporters and detractors, including some people who were shouting guilty and booking him. They had the crisis actors out there. Okay, let's keep on going. Senator John Cornyn of Texas, who was running to succeed Senator Mitch McConnell as the Senate Republican leader, condemned today's verdict in a statement on X. This verdict is a disgrace, and this trial should have never happened, Cornyn said before he called on Republicans to rally around Trump to reclaim the White House and the Senate. The real verdict will be election day, he added. Well, we all know, family, we all know that it's still very much so up right now. It's still a landslide. And actually, to some degree, yeah, with this phenomenon, you might as well just say Donald Trump is the president right now. That just made it easy. Because we're looking, I gotta say this to you, brother Dr. Short. Let me see if my brother Twiz was in here. Has it now turned into a situation where Donald Trump reflects maybe the potential of keeping the integrity of what this country should be as far as democracy now, by him, somehow coming out of this thing, the president. What's your thoughts on that, sir?
You talking about me or Twizzle?
Oh, you're on mute, brother. You're on mute.
I think whatever it is, they prefer Biden brain dead to Donald Trump, no matter what it is. The people who want to privatize and have digital currency and take all of our money don't want Trump. There's something that he's not willing to do in service of them that makes him unacceptable. And whatever it is, it's probably very serious. He's showing some morality and some backbone. Biden is completely sold out. I mean, come on, you have a president who rapes his own daughter. The daughter says so, and it's not a news story.
Right.
And everybody talks about what a family person. You got Jill Biden on The View talked about Trump. Bitch, where were you when he was taking showers with the daughter?
Come on.
I mean, we're voting for a person that can't keep his hands off of children. In fact, you know what my joke is, don't you? Let me just share it. What is the inflation that Joe Biden hates? What kind of inflation does he want to get rid of?
What kind of inflation he wants to get rid of, family, in the chat? Because you got me stumped right now. Selective outrage.
Okay. Well, let me answer. The inflation that Joe Biden hates and wants to get rid of is the age of consent. That's the only inflation he cares about. If we starve, what difference does it make to him? He's dirty. I hope he didn't molest his son. All these drugs and strange behavior of Hunter and how he protects him. What secrets does he have where the father's so afraid of the son who's rogue like this? Because if his son ever said, my dad used to boink me, the race is over. They'll forgive him for screwing their daughters. A lot of folks screw their daughters in certain ethnic communities. But you screwed your son, that would be too much. And so I'm going to ask it out loud. I wonder if Joe Biden had sex with Hunter Biden. I wonder. That would explain the drugs and him not just... there's something dirty and filthy in that family. Trust me, if Donald Trump, if they had something in writing that he had screwed Ivanka or Ivana Trump, man, that would have been everywhere. We would have been bombarded. It just happened where now they had to get this conviction on Trump because now Hunter Biden goes to trial in Delaware and they're about to show that laptop with him having sex with the kids, his penis and M&Ms, him doing drugs. Everybody that was telling people like me that we're liars, we're conspiracy theorists. I mean, you're just an asshole. You want people to die from COVID. And I'm saying, no, I got to see some of what's on the laptop. And by the way, I hope that girl that looked like one of the Obama daughters wasn't her, that he was screwing on the laptop.
Right. Man. Let me read some more, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read some more over here. Shit, this is crazy. We're in a different time, family. We are in a different time. First, what are you going to say? First black president? No, we can't say that, right? First black. You know how they like to roll that shit out, particularly that Democratic media apparatus.
He's the first ghetto fabulous president.
Right. Let me see. Let's read this here. Chris Levita, a top official on Trump's campaign, said former GOP Maryland Governor Larry Hogan's campaign for the Senate is ended after Hogan called for Americans to respect the verdict in the legal process. Get that bullshit out of here.
You know, I'm falling asleep. I'm going to have to go. We need to do a part 2 so you guys can keep it going. But
no, I got to get up out of here myself. But it's good that we touched on this. And, I definitely wanted to just bring that to y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes out on what's unfolding with this thing here. It's going to be up to you to really keep your head on the swivel with it all. But, brother Twiz, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm right here. Can you hear me?
All right, yeah. Let me know how to
kick me out. The StreamYard kicked me out twice, bro. So I had to, redo everything all over again. So I see what Dr. Short talking about.
Nah, we're really having issues with the system, sir. It's really, really bad right now. I don't know how it's gonna get any better, but salute to
I like those cats, Dr. Shorts. I like those cats. But yeah, you can get me. You can find me Twizzle Westside on Twitter and Twizzle Westside on IG. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people, friends, and family, and folks who showed up with us tonight. We appreciate all y'all. We appreciate your support. So I'll catch y'all on the next PAT Talk Sunday. Peace, Dr. Short. Peace, Brother Q, and peace, Negro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, catch you on the next one, fam.
You already know. Brother Short, let them know how they can get a hold of you. The rest of the things we got coming down the pipeline.
Well, they can always email me, wrandyshort@gmail.com, which is also my donation link for Zelle or PayPal. Eventually, we will have a mail thing. In addition to that, people can always do that. My Facebook accounts, they've been bothering. They took one of my accounts away. I just went in there.
You're on a track. You're on a road.
So don't try Facebook. Email me is the best way until they take the email away. And Chef C, you and I both know every time you send me a StreamYard link, it disappears. I have to constantly check with you whether you sent it or not.
No, we're really doing good, sir.
We're pissing somebody off, so let's keep doing it. So you can email me, and of course, we have a GoFundMe, both Chef and I doing it. We do need to get soon. We need to pull up $1,000. I think I've gotten about 300. We would like, and so I had to do half, so I need to at least try to pull up 500 so I can pass that to Chef and we can secure the place. And then we still are going to have to do printing and other stuff. But so if you can, we need sponsors, male and female. And I want to make an announcement. Sister Miriam and other people I know will be having a WASI auxiliary for the patriarchs, because we want cooperation and consultation with our sisters. We're not going to get anywhere hamstringing Black women. That's just damn ass stupid. And that's not where we're coming from. We have a very good GoFundMe that went out with the announcements. Give what you can. If you can't give it now, share it. Share all our videos with everyone, in particular people that you consider to be asinine. I really love when people tell me, I sent your video to a friend and they stopped talking to me. Says, well, they weren't your friend. Anybody that you can't stand, send them my videos. If you know some feminists, send them my videos. It just will make me feel good to just think. In fact, notice, we're so on, they won't even come after us because they can't beat us. When patriarchs stand up, feminists bow down. And on top of that, just remember, the Cash App is Dr. Randy Short, Dr. Randy Short, RandyShort. Again, $ Dr. Randy Short, $ Dr. Randy Short. And my Patreon is Dr. Randy Short. So, maybe you can put $2 a month, because I've got 2,030 followers on just one of my pages. You realize if each of them gave $3, we could really do some damage. There's a lot of stuff coming up. And I want to tell everybody, I'm going to put out an announcement. We're going to be having a conversation with the presidential candidate. A presidential candidate reached out to PAT Talk. It's not Cornel West, for all the people that want me to be interested in Cornel West, but Randall Terry, an anti-LGBTQ and anti-abortion activist. We will be having a conversation with what Black people want from a presidential candidate. On Thursday, a week from today, from 8 p.m. until, I'm going to circulate the number. I'm going to circulate the Zoom link, and we want everybody to come. If you've got platforms, we want everybody in, because we need to be talking about an anti-Black crime bill, reparations, Black farmers. We want the illegals deported. Think of the blackest stuff you can ask for and show up. And it's true, dude doesn't have a snowball's chance of winning, but it will rock the world that when Black folk here start talking to people running for office, we say what we mean and we mean what we say. Trust me, if this is popular and big enough and y'all get the word out that we're going to be talking to a third-party candidate, it's going to scare the hell out of the Biden people, and it's going to also bother the Trump people. To me, I like Trump, but I haven't heard about reparations. I haven't heard about an anti-Black crime bill. I haven't heard some things about Black farmers. I haven't heard about Black veterans. I don't see a Black agenda that's been neatly composed and presented to us. We must make our own agenda and make everybody know we want our motherfucking money. We want justice. We want freedom. We want it now. And don't talk to us unless you're bringing something. Okay? You don't go to a potluck and just eat. That's what white and Democrat and other politicians have just come, like they're going, and all they do is they're parasites that take. If you want more information, you can email me. I will make certain that you have it. I'll make certain that I send it out to Chef and the other people. We're going to, so the patriarchs, we're now meeting with people, and I told the vice presidential candidate, I'm on reparations, and y'all asses need to be on reparations if you think you're going to get our attention. Even if the candidate has no traction, the fact that he's got the word reparations in his mouth will be instructive to everybody else. We've got to put reparations in their vocabulary, that we want our damn money, we want justice, this is our country. And if they can help 15 million illegals, not to mention the other 20 to 30 million that were here before, then they can help 50 million of us who built this country, if not 70 million of us. So we'll be sending something out on that. I want to remind people on Saturday, yes, we will be continuing our series on racism. In Christianity, I will be talking about oppression and how God hates people who mess over us. That will be our topic for Assault Ministry. I may do this book, Tip of the Spear. I want to finish it. Just had a lot of stuff go on. So the books are back. And I want to let you know, Wasi Speaks, now that I've got Sister Miriam, we're going to be doing programming specifically for and about Black women. MFM, everybody. In fact, we also challenge Black women, when they get power, they should be pulling up Black men the same way we want to raise up Black women. That's my big problem with traitors, sellout, demaholes, is that they only help a few, all these mayors and such. We must, as Black men, we've got to create the leadership in Black women we want to see, partnering with righteous Black women that know what time it is. And share this with everyone. And yes, patriarchs, where else are you going to hear people hold folks accountable for spreading diseases to us? I'm talking about stuff, we're talking about stuff most people run from. If you want to get your story told, if you want people that stand, you should support us. My Cash App should at least pull in $60 tonight. Although I've seen other people who don't do anything near the quality of what we do, and they get hundreds, if not thousands. I'm not weaning. I'm just saying, my people, we get what we pay for. We get what we pay for. We get what we pay for. If we continue to divest in our own freedom, then we're investing in our own genocide. Are you a divester in Black freedom? Are you an agent of slow Black genocide? Do you spend $40, $50 a week on cigarettes, but couldn't give us $5? Do you spend $1,000 a month to get your hair done, and yet you're worried about your rights or your children? We need a revolution in values. I want to remind everybody that that film Microphone Check, which I helped to inspire significantly, in particular the Black migrational theme in there. Thank Brother Tariq. It's a great film. Check it out if they open it back up. We also want you to support On Their Necks. We want you to support From the Soil Films. We want you to support Lone Wolf Firearms. We want you to support Let's Talk Too. We want you to support the Negro Knights. It's a group of us, Brother Twizzle. It's not just one or two. I may talk a lot, but I know a lot. So I'm going to stop here. But I just want to say to everybody, your support, a handful of people can make a difference. Trust me. The minute that patriarchy, and we're talking about virtuous, righteous patriarchy, the minute we launch this, it's going to have an impact around the world. I want to do a shout out to Sister Black Rose, shout out to Brother Claude Noble, shout out to everybody, in particular Star Thompson, who's moderating, and they're one of the big contributors. Everybody can do quiet scales. Everybody can do something. If you can't give, you can share, you can like, you can do something. We will not get this alone. We need a critical mass of people. We need a critical mass of money. Help us. People say, y'all need to do something other than just talk. Well, damn it. We want to do something other than just talk. And once we get through, before we even get to the Black Patriarch Summit, we have a meeting the next week or so to start talking to Black farmers about doing what we can do to eliminate food deserts. Right. It's a project we start doing this with almost nothing. It is a crime that people like me go begging, and folks who are lavish, who just are talkers and business people. We've got to become serious about who we help, or shut the fuck up when you don't like the situation that people are in. Real talk. Let me stop here. Other people need to speak. I'm going to mute myself. And God bless all you, Brother Twizzle, and everybody. We will overcome, because patriarchs are overcomers. And if God is for us, nobody, not even pink people, can be against us.
That's a fact. Well, you know what I want to say is, gentlemen and ladies, we always thank you for supporting us like y'all do, man. The viewership is important. The likes are important. Over 90 plus people in here. So we need to definitely get the likes up. I think I only got like 10 likes, y'all. 90 plus in here and only 10 likes. Definitely like the program, ladies and gentlemen. We need y'all support in that way. If you can't do that, hit the cash at $FTS49. But we will look forward to seeing all of y'all hopefully in the future. Ladies, and there we go. My brother Q is back. Okay, Q. We get ready to shut it down, though, brother. But as always, man, let the folks know how they can get a hold of you, what you got coming down the pipeline. We will crank this back up for Sunday for part 2. So you got the floor, brother Q.
I can be reached at ltalk5600@gmail.com. I got a couple of things on the horizon. I'm in the process. Number one, on a personal note, I'm in the process of moving. So if the content is not up to everyone's liking, just have some forbearance with me and some patience with me, because once the move happens, it actually will be better for what we're trying to do as far as me with more space. I don't really have nothing on the horizon that I know of, but it will be some things within the next couple days. And, I just hope that everybody tunes in on Sunday and really be vigilant with this verdict and understand that it affects you. That's it.
Okay, everybody here, I'm sleepy, so I'm going to stop here. We'll continue to do what we do. I thank all of you. I think 65 people are on one stream. I'll find out in a second what's on the other stream. So I'm going to shut these down. MFM, God bless and keep you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. We will be sending out more communications. I appreciate your support and prayers. We're just starting. Ain't no stopping us. Take care. Love, unity, power, respect one another. I repeat, if you're not trying to lift up a Black woman, you're pulling her down. If you're not trying to help your brother, you're pulling him down. Together, we will make it if we respect and honor and care for one another. Malice towards nobody, hate nobody, have hatred towards anyone. In fact, if we love one another, we'll protect, respect, and invest in one another. If we have hate in our heart, we'll self-destruct before we even get into battle with anyone else. The second commandment is golden. Let me let you guys go. Love and peace. Take care.